Right, Flitch panel semi-removal. This may take some time. Who cares? Waiting. There we go. Taste it. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, quite impressed with that, to be honest. Give it a decent clean. It looks like it was just welded over the top. Right, so that's that off. Quite happy with that. To be honest, I just need to find what's gone on. To be honest, it looks like that they've just plated that. What I've just took off there, straight over the top, on the top of this bit here. So what I need to do is cut this back, L-shape it. I reckon for to let in the new panel, which I've got, and all the way up to the top there. But obviously, I'm going to have to be careful with what's going to happen here. I'll clean this off, obviously, get it all prepared for the new doorstep, as well as the new sill underneath and the floor section to bolt onto this. So I want to get this structurally sound first. I might as well replace the doorstep while I'm here, while there's still a bit of rigidity in it, because it looks like it's been replaced. And I can just see some welding wire through there, so it looks like it's under here somewhere. Yeah, under that section there somewhere. Excuse me. So yeah, all in all, that'll clean up nicely. That, get some Q rust on it, get these spot welds out of the way, dolly that flat, and get some paint in there, and protect that as best we can. Yeah. So look on the inside, see what damage I've done. That's not too bad. One hole just there, and then this is all scorch marks, I think, from the weld inside of it beforehand. I'm gonna have to be careful with this, to be honest. And then same up here. I have to be careful with that. But I'll just take my time. Make sure I don't go too berserko on it and then get it all cut out too far. You know what I mean? Don't want any of that. Nice one. Yeah, it's quite clean up there. It could be better, but that's just what we're going to do. Right, take it easy. Ciao out. Safety first. Can't do my safety squints. Like that when I read anyway. Yeah, it looks quite thick, that bit of weld there. Very thick, in fact. Well, see if we can get some under there and peel it off. Overkill. Jesus. No. I have to get the grinder out. Yeah, that's way too thick. So, looking at underneath, I don't know if you can see that. Let's bring you in a bit. May have to come from right around about here somewhere, I think. Looking at that, and then L shape it across there, and up. Somewhere along them lines. Like I said, this is coming out, so you have to be careful with the inside of coming to this spot here. So I'm just going to have to be careful, not go too far. So I'm just going to take it easy to start with, take that out there, and then we'll leave that obviously till later on. Right then. Put you back. Whoops. There we go. How's that? compressor. Waiting. I'll take that back. The compressor's not normally too bad, to be honest. I think I just hammered it on that bit. Looks like there's more than a few layers on this one. I think there should only be two, is that right? 2 layers on this Flitch panel, and then the floor, when it comes up, Flitch panel obviously comes down underneath. Thinking about the floor when it comes up. That's got four layers. That's pretty bizarre, that. It's like a lasagna. Of metal. That's pretty scrap, that in there. So let's try to be careful on this part here. Obviously, I know that it attaches to the pillar. I'm going to have to be careful with that going all the way up, obviously. I may have to go a bit further with this because I don't know how many sheets of metal's under that. I might have to go a lot further. I'm just going to show you something now. Let's get a bit of light on the switch. Excuse me. There we go. Right, this part here, I don't know if you can see that. Right, it don't look too healthy. Right under there. I may have to come back a bit further just to investigate. This doesn't look good whatsoever, all this lot. A few layers there. This doesn't look good. Yeah, that's not good whatsoever, that. Yeah, I think all that's going to have to come off. And see what's going on under here. I've got some steel, so I'll be able to fabricate something up there. But I may have to go a bit further with this. Just a bit there, to be honest. Bring that round, up there. That's pretty naff, that. I knew it needed a clean up anyway, but you don't quite know until you start knocking it back. Oh yeah, there you go. Whoops. Yeah, a few layers in there. By the looks of things. Never mind, let's get it all cut out. Let's see where we go. There's a lot of crap in there. Apologies for the dodgy camera. I've got a new camera coming, so I've run out of memory on my phone, so I'm using my pad at the minute, which is not ideal. But yeah, I'll do this until my memory card arrives, and I can stick it in that new camera, and then we are good to go. Right, take it easy. Be back when I've got more cut out. Cut it out. So a bit more of an update. Just straighten that off. Just down here. Got rid of some of the spot welds that you can see there. I ain't dollied it yet, so once I dolly it, that's all going to get all nailed. And I've still got a few spot marks, spot welds that I need to just get the heads off. I'll give them a bit of a dolly as well if I can from the inside as well, just to make it all straight as I can, and then get that cleaned off. As you can see up here, there's still some bits left. Yeah, just up there, see the weld just there that's left over, so that's going to get taken off. And then this part here is attached on the inside of where the lower dash part goes across, so I've just got to be careful with that because that comes down to about here, I think it does. So I'm just going to be careful. Keep this top bit, because then I'm into this a bit of a nightmare if I can't start cutting all the way up there. I'm going to clean this off and see if it'll come up alright. Looking like it could be fine. So yeah, get all this cleaned out, and then get all the finicky bits done. Get all that sorted. Get it all rust proofed. Get it all sprayed up after that. I'm not going to go too far into it on this side because I have the doorstep to do as well. So, which I'm planning on. Obviously, that's part of the A-frame. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut it up here somewhere along the lines here. So unpick it here, right across, and then and get that welded in. And then we've got our new pits here, which is good, which was missing. That was just full of filler, that part. Sorry, not filler, gunk. All into here. And they've made a step out of it. And obviously you can't weld to a gunk. So yeah. Another part done. Another part to get done, sorry. So yeah, unpick all this. Unpick all that. Obviously right across. And get the new bits in. Yeah, it's coming along nicely, slowly but surely. I want to take my time with this. Like I say, this is my first time at doing any body work, any restoration. So mechanics wise, yeah, fine. Body wise, nah, not a strong point whatsoever. But I'm willing to give it a blast. I've been waiting for too long, and to pay someone to do it would be a heck of a lot of money. So why not? Why not do it myself? All right, guys. Right, catch you later. Cheers. Bye. I've just cleaned off the inside of this, wire wheeled it and all that good stuff, from what I can get into anyway. So I'm just going to cure rust it, and then got to complete the top part of this actually. I need me Dremel has run out of cutting discs. I can't quite get at the top of this bit, so I'm going to have to get my little Dremel, obviously after New Year's Day, and get that, get the parts for it so I can cut that bit, and then it's good to go after that. Get that nice and square, do the cutout, trusty old Kellogg's cardboard design, bit of CAD. I need a bit more of this actually. It goes quite a long way up to cure rust. Goes a hell of a long way. I might be able to nail it. Yeah, it's got it. Get me head in the way. 2 secs. Alright then. Go and wash that out in a sec. Let's leave that to do its thing. Yeah. Bit of work in that actually. Had to be quite careful. Decided in the end to not cut that back. I was going to cut it back there, but I decided against it. Messed up a little bit, but I'm gonna have to put a bit of welding just to make sure it's all level. You know what I mean? Might be able to see that, a bit of a zigzag there, and then opening across up to this part here. Unfortunately, this part drops off and then comes back. But where it drops off, it's very thin, so I need to get rid of that. That's what the Dremel's for, so I can get in there and get the rest of it off, and then clean that up, cure rust, and then it should be good to go underneath that. Get it all put back, obviously. Get some primer on it, and then spray some spray paint on the inside, and then that'll be good to go. That obviously we'll do the same with the other side. But then that's that sorted. Then we can start cracking on with this. I was going to start cutting off this, but there's no point. Actually, you can't see there. I was going to start cutting off this, but there's no point because I've got fucking the size of my nose. Because I've got obviously the new floor coming anyway, so there's no point in doing that. I'll have to get it spun around so I can actually have a look at it decently. I'm not going to do it on the floor and see which parts I need to cut off from here. Because as you've seen before, it's not the greatest under here. And I just need to make sure that I cut once and once only. Yeah. Right. Onwards and upwards. Cheers. Right. Spotted some more holes. Just here. Right there. See how we get on. Let's get the belt sander on that. And some cure rust down there. That'll fix it, won't it? This one? No, better not. 2. Right then, come with me. So yeah, it'll need tacking. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's like that. There's some Q rust on that, and that little thing that was underneath there. Don't know what that was, but it bubbled up, whatever it was. Can you see on this side? Right. Might have to investigate that a little bit further. Catch you in a minute. Back in a sec. I'll start to think that my tools are plotting a revenge attack against me, the amount of crap I put into them. See how we get on. Not bad. Lasted a little bit. Let's make sure I've got that on the right way around. And the rest of the garage falling apart. Took me ages to find that button in there to extend that back out. It was mental. Take it out, round 2. I think what I did, I caught one of the I caught that then. And that's what it was. Brilliant. Brand spanker, and I've just caught it then, right on the edge. Ow! Never mind. Let's have a look at this anyway. Well, it's not too bad, he says. Right. I'll have a decent clean-up of that, but I might be alright. I might be able to get away with that. Yeah, get rid of all this lot here. And then make an executive decision. Yep, see how we get on with that. Let's come for it, that. Yep, line press, quite flat that actually now. Might need to take out one, a bit more there, but yeah, mega impressed. Right, let's get the Q rust on this side, on the inside, a little bit on there. Before I start ruining any more sanding discs, sanding belts. Yeah, see what it's on a bit of a welding sesh on the bottom. And all that rust. It's only going to get worse. The two panels just meet. They weren't butted up, they were lapped. So obviously there's a bit of moisture in there. Yeah, you can see that. So yeah, it wasn't going to go down too well eventually. So best to get rid and start afresh. Right. Let's crack on with something else. See you in a bit. Time for clear up. Time lapse.
Jump around and have a blast. GL says they want to make things better for everyone in the awesome community. An inflatable world will be open every day from 9:30am till 6:30pm as they bounce into the new year.
So yeah, just about to sign off. I thought I'd just try the doorstep and framing. It's alright actually. If it was easy as that, just sling it on, but no. So yeah, let's get that nailed on, and then Bob's your uncle. Don't know how to cut it from here. It's already been cut round here in the past anyway, so I'll probably judge it when I start taking all the paint off. Excuse the ringtone. We'll see where it's been cut previously, and we'll see if we can sort something out. The problem I've got is if I've got a cutter up here, there's no way of getting into that corner without cutting this. So we'll see how we get on with it. Same with this side. But yeah, looking forward to getting it sorted. I'll say I'm not I'm no body expert. I know how to do mechanics. Yeah, that's no problem. But bodywork is brand new this to me, so I'm learning a lot. So the guys that are on on YouTube. They're the ones that have been helping me out massively. I've done a lot of research. Is that doing it there? Should be in there. Anyway, yeah, I've done a lot of research. Classic Mini Workshop. That's one. I consider it the Bible for me anyway. Yeah, it's got loads on there. So I've been gleaning all the information I can off Keith, I think it is. There's a couple of lads up in Scotland who are doing minis or have done minis. A couple of them are like years and years old. So yeah, there's plenty in there in the YouTube. So it's been nice to get a lot of information off because, like I say, I'm no expert and I'm coming at this kind of like almost blind because I've never done it before. So yeah, I'm learning as we go on. So that's why there's been a few breaks as well because I've not known what to do and I've getting the motivation is non-existent really sometimes. So yeah, I've been putting it off, which it happens, doesn't it? Especially this time of year as well. You got a lot on, and yeah, it's one of the things. So so a little bit daunting tasks, but yeah, looking forward to for the challenge really and get it sorted. So yeah, thanks everyone for your help. You probably don't know that you've helped me, as I've just been looking at your channels and make sure that I'm doing it right. Simpsons Classics is another one. He's pretty decent as well. He's done loads of minis, so yeah, I value his opinion as well, which is grand. Mr. Murphy as well. Yeah, it's quite a lot. So yeah, appreciate your help. Yeah, so that's me sign off. Happy New Year, everyone. It's gonna be a long slog, this one. Hopefully, I can get it done by the end of the year, but it's not a New Year's resolution by any chance. But I've got a goal. I want to get it done by the end of the year if I can. But I've something to aim for, haven't I? If I don't, then I'm just winging it. So yeah, if I go for the end of the year, we'll see how we get on. But it was going to happen the other year, and I found a one hole, and this hole then got into another hole and another hole, and then I found loads of stuff. And it turns out it is this hole here, which is the culprit. That one there. That one was JB welded up. And it was JB welded up underneath, and I popped it off with a screwdriver, and I thought, oh, it's not too bad. And then I looked, as more I looked at it, I was like, hang on a minute, the sills are rotten, and then door steps, and then everything else, and I was like, Jesus. So obviously it went on to loads of parts. I've got loads of parts stacked up, body shop wise parts, to get put on. So it was more than what I expected. It was clean, don't get me wrong. For an MPI, it's very clean. From what I've seen of the other ones, anyway. So I'm quite impressed. But it's just these little bits that I need to get sorted. Well, not little, but big. Big bits that I need to get sorted. Anyway, waffling on. Catch us later. Take it easy. Happy New Year, by the way. The no alcohol for 3 months sketch kind of like has just gone down the window. I had a drink at 12:15 this morning, so yeah, that went down a treat. Sorry, just after midnight, not the other one. All right. So yeah, so okay, you only live once, don't you? Sod it. Right, guys. Catch us later. Have a cracking year, and let's get this one done. Hopefully. Cheers. Ciao. You should sign off. Like I said I was. No. Wrong move. I've decided my compressor is gutless. Is it the CFN rating? God knows. Hopefully it's all going to be alright when I start spraying this. Yeah, another thing that I haven't done, sprayed a car. I've sprayed lots of other things, but not cars. There we go. Bonus. So yeah, it's had a bit of work done before, as you can tell. Ugh. Pretty naff in there, isn't it? Never mind. Hey, it kept you on the road though. For however long. Last on the road 2014, I think. This car. So yeah, it's had a little bit of a history, but what car this age hasn't, especially the MPIs. But yeah, it looks like it's had another step welded on as well. If you can see that, where it butts up to the sill. Sorry, like that. And it's double layered. Whether that's the old sill, I'm not too sure, but regardless, it's gash and it's going. Anyway, let's bring you in. There we go. Yeah, I just wanted to be careful when I was doing that just then because of there's a panel that sits on the inner wing there that I need to cut off properly, and I didn't want to go anywhere near that. So yeah, I've left that for now. But yeah, I thought let's give it a little bit of a whiz off. Let's get some more metal filings in my thumb. That'd be brilliant, fantastic news. I don't know why, I just wanted to do it. I felt like I couldn't complete the night if I hadn't done it. So, but the question that I was asking myself when I was sat there was, how do I do this bit here? I feel a look. It's had the work done up here before, because I can feel the weld on it. And that there that I'm scraping is an old bit of welding wire. So yeah, it's had some work just about here. So, but how do I cut it? That's the thing. If I'm going up here, just get rid of all this gash. Cut it up here. Obviously, the the air post comes in behind this, so I don't want to cut the air post. So I'm gonna have to take it really steady. Perhaps cut that, not with an angle grinder like I've just done, but the gutless compressor route, and then I don't know, get a saw on there, the old air saw. That might do the trick. I'll have to buy one. Screw fix purchase tomorrow. That might do it. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. And at least it'll give me a little bit just to go into. I don't want to go too far, like I said. I don't want to go into this A-frame. A-post, sorry. Yeah, so looks like that'll just bloody pull off anyway. Yeah, it's not the greatest, is it? Yeah, naff. Total naff. Cool. So I've just taken a couple of photographs then. For the thumbnail. Let's get that on there. I'm going to try and pull off. Splitting already. Guess this just about answers my question. Where are my gloves? See the filler cracking. Waiting. Jesus. There we go. So what's left of that end piece for the door panel. Doorstep. So yeah. Yeah, the welding's been up here. So it's been right across there. There's a bit of rust behind here, so it needs to come off. Hopefully it's not up here. Right, let's bring you in. Yeah, there's the bit of welding in there. A welding wire. Right then. Let's go again. I'll see you next time. Ciao.